All right, relevance. This is another important factor in what you need to do to create the space that you're in. And whether that be no matter what you do in life, no matter what you do in business, no matter what you do in your personal things, however you relate to people, you want to be relevant to them. Just like I said, telling your story needs to be meaningful to other people so they can learn from your experience how they don't make the same mistakes, how they can do some of the things you've done right as well, so they don't have to spend years and years and years like you have learning these things. They can take the easier road, if you will. They can take a well-traveled road that is what am I trying to say? They can take somebody it's a road that basically somebody has walked on before and traveled on before without making all the same mistakes that you may have made or I may have made. That's the whole reason to tell a story, and that's the whole reason to be relevant. You don't want to major in minor things. I've said this often, but not a lot of people get it in my personal life. A lot of people make big deals out of little bitty things. And the big things are really what matter in life. The 10,000 feet picture of the world is really what things, look like in God's eyes. And I just try not to major in the minor things, not to major in the petty things that tick us off and the little bitty, annoyances that come through in life. I try to just not major in those things at all. I try to major in the major things, the things that are adding significance to other people's lives, adding value, adding perspective, adding, massive amounts of action. Just those kind of things that I really try to keep into perspective when I do this kind of stuff, when I talk about this kind of stuff. So on my next point, I say make a connection to your audience on how you can communicate with them. So you want to find a way to break their attention cycle of, when they're scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And I was just guilty of doing that tonight, as a matter of fact. Um, you want to make some kind of connection with them so they'll pay attention to you. And that doesn't mean be a shock rocker, and do anything crazy like that. That simply means to be engaging with them. And we'll talk about engagement here in just a second. But relevant. You want to make sure that what you're talking about is going to be something that your audience connects with. Let's say it's fishing or hunting. Let's say it's camping or hiking. Let's say it's any kind of outdoor pursuit, kayaking, freshwater pursuit, saltwater pursuit, so on and so forth. Something that's going to make a connection with your audience and how to communicate with them. You want to do that so you can get your message across, whether it be a brand you're representing, whether it be your own brand, whatever the case may be. The next line I talk about, or the next bullet point I talk about, lead with an intention of educating and inspiring the best in others. That's what I'm trying to do in this whole course series, guys. I'm trying to bring out the best in your life, the best that you can possibly do in your life to help other people. My whole goal, I always said when I got into this business, is if I can make it, somewhat important where I can get enough attention from people, I want to go and help others and give back. And that's one thing that I do in the charity work that I do with Camp Agape and Crosswater Outfitters and the other ministries that I'm involved in, church ministries and stuff like that I'm personally involved in. That's what I'm really after is just that bringing out, inspiring and bringing out the best in others and educating others to the best of my ability so they can go out and have, guess what, the best of the outdoors. So that's just kind of what I named the podcast after. But the best in others, that's what I'm really trying to bring out in you that's listening or watching this. That's what I'm really trying to bring out in all the people I coach and all the people I mentor and all the people I interact with in professional and personal life. I just lead with that intention of educating and inspiring and bringing out the best in others. And then the last point on this slide is don't be a BS artist. Nobody likes that guy anyway. This is so vitally important too because you can smell a BS artist coming and going. If somebody's just going to be there to be a flash in the pan, they're not going to last. They certainly aren't going to last in this industry long because the industry does not tolerate people like that. You want people that are going to be significant, that are going to be perspective leading, that are going to be authentic and genuine, like we've talked about on this video, and somebody is not just going to be a show off and not just going to be a flash in the pan and some quick here today, gone tomorrow kind of guy. You want to stay away from that and have the integrity in your life to constantly be a beacon of hope to other people, not just some guy that's in it for yourself. And that's one thing I've tried to make this whole course about is this is not about Dustin and how great he is, because there's a lot of things, a lot of faults and failures I've had in the past too. This is about you and your dream and getting out there and getting things done and taking massive action. That's what this is about. So don't be a BS artist. Nobody likes that guy.